I'm Kathy, and I live in a beautiful vintage Winnebago on a 5-acre property in the Pacific Northwest with my 2 rambunctious pups and my sweet kitty. To support us, I find vintage, unique, handcrafted, well, just about anything that I can resell for a profit on eBay. My store is called Kathy's Curations, and this is Curating Life. All right, we are down to doing the bathroom area, the smallest probably area in the house. And I'm going to be doing some organizing, some repairs, again, more organizing. And I'm going to start. I was so disappointed when I went to pull out my newest roll of toilet paper. I will show you what I found. This was all had gotten pulled off. Look at this. From the mouse, the dang mouse we still have that I am hoping that the kitty's going to take care of. So clearly this is another area that I'm going to have to put just hard goods down here that have no attraction to the mouse. Got some of my tank. This is like the stuff for the tank that ironically a mouse got into before and tore up all the packages, so I had to put it into a baggie. They were all little individual pots. Look at this, good Lord. And then this is my box of jewelry and earrings and things, which so far so good, but I'm probably gonna have to, I don't know, we'll see if that lasts. But now, so I got to get in here, it's very dark, get this cleaned up, and then what I think I'm gonna do is come up here to, this is my kind of mirrored cabinet, and I think I'm going to again find a basket, which I know I have one out in my shop area, put all of these hard good things, the medications, all this stuff, at least here on this area, and I think that'll fit my toilet paper rolls up here, and that closes down nicely. Again, I've got Q-tips up here, I've got, so anything soft goods are gonna obviously have to be locked away in that cabinet up there. So let's get to work.
Well, I ain't gonna live like this no more. Most of my life's been waging war till I found peace. I could have swore. Oh, I ain't gonna live like this no more. Hurting as bad as the years before. Living in a lie I can't live. Or I had to cut ties to settle the score. I ain't gonna live like this no more.
I decided to go with this metal basket. Now, this is something that I have had for a while. I painted it, was black, I painted it white, but it is metal, and I just bent the handles over. I'm not going to break them off because then they'll be pokey, but I was thinking, don't want to put anything that gives the mouse fuel to chew on and make a bedding with. We're really trying to get rid of this mouse, not give him a hotel room. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this guy. Now, he doesn't fit up here, he does height-wise, but again, my pipes are in the way. So I'm gonna be on the lookout for something a little bit smaller. Plastic also might work up there, but it will fit perfectly here. And so I'm going to just take everything out of that top cabinet that I don't use on the regular and just have it down there where it's still easy to access, but not, you know, taking up valuable real estate for my TP. One more area I did want to work on. Now, I noticed this on a couple other cabinets, and I actually got out stain and kind of restained them, which I may still do, but I'm going to go ahead for now and just kind of see how, if this, I love this stuff. the weed. I always want to say weed and wax. Feed and wax. There's no weeding going on here. But I'm just going to squirt some into the paper towel there. And at least, you know, I mean, it may not darken it, but we'll at least for now feed it. And then I probably, if it's still looking very stainy like it is like right in this area, then kind of like water stained almost, then I may come back in with just some stain, just a nice wood stain. That's kind of a trick I've used for many years on things that I've thrifted, frames and things. A lot of times, like those boxes I just purchased recently that I have listed, they just needed a little bit. One got a little bit of a lighter kind of oak one, and the other one got a darker stain, and it just kind of hides all the blemishes and scratches. And so that's probably what I'm going to have to do here, but at least it kind of smells good. I love the smell of this. And just kind of feed it, make it look a little nicer. Right, well, we got a good start going. Thank you, Mouse, for making me have to kind of get organized. This stays down here. I'm going to try and find, so I've got this cute container. I actually bought the container with those picks in there, and I'll just continue. I like having them easy access. I need to find something for my cotton swabs there. But down here, I just decided, you know, I don't need all of this stuff out, though some of it I use more regularly than others. But it's just so easily accessed. And then again, I just kind of filled that basket. I know it's dark down there, but it's just all full of the stuff that was up above. And then I had to keep my jewelry box on the bottom. I had forgotten it's actually just slightly too wide to go up here, so that's fine. And yeah, got my wipes, got everything close, and I just don't think there's anything the mouse might be too interested in. I will be, again, I want to get at least a hanging basket to get that stuff up there. And yeah, and then so this is what we're looking like. And I usually buy the toilet paper in like the 4 rolls, so that should work perfect. Even have a little extra space there. And then again, some things that I use commonly that can be up there. I got my chargers for my different toothbrush and my shaver thing. So yeah, it is looking good. Looking good. I need to figure out, I don't know what they've done. Like I said, this is a screw in here, and this is just obviously not done right because you can't, you know, it's all pulling sideways. I would like to be able to open that sometimes just to have some nice light. But again, it's the same thing as over there, but it's done differently. So, and I did notice the tying there, so I'm gonna have to do myself a little, I don't know what that thing is there, but a little bit more research now on this one. And no, I will not be trying to cut these off. Learned my lesson last week. We'll just do, again, a little bit of gluing here and there. Look at that, a little staple. Okay, well, I wasn't able to quite figure it out. It kind of pulls on one side, but still not the other. Not a big deal. Like I said, this is not something I'm going to be opening pretty regularly, so having it just be like that is fine with me. The next thing we need to do, we'll be taking out these rusty, crusty things and moving the shower head up as high as it can go. All right, and I did want to show, I hadn't showed this. This can actually be a private space. It does have a track, and it does have this thing. This is one of the few things that I noticed that was damaged, that, you know, it could possibly get repaired. I mean, gosh, I think they're just stuck together. And somebody tried to do some taping, but I don't think that that is what needs to happen. I think they just need to be popped back in their tracks. But again, since it's just me, I just leave that alone. And it does have also a thing, I could hook it tight, shut. I don't really care. Got my CPAP machine down there. It goes up to my bed. I mean, there's just some things that don't bother me at this juncture because it's just me. All right, it is time to deal with the shower area. I wanted to show you this because I think it's so cool. It actually opened from both sides. It's like, oh boy. Anyway, it's the little things that make this girl happy. So we're gonna grab out the garbage can. And this bowl is part of how I shower. And of course our laundry basket, which we'll be doing laundry again next week. Do it every other week. Okay. All right. So this is pretty dirty. A little embarrassing, but what we're going to focus on is taking off these rusty, crusty things and raising this. It needs to get unhooked down here and put back through here. And then we're going to raise it as high as we can. And then we're going to give it all just a good scrubbing because it is pretty dirty. Now, I have been using it since I've been back. And one of the issues out here is that there is iron in the water. So that is partially what that stain is. And yeah, we'll see with bleach how much we can get done. But time to get cleaning. Okay, I'm going to start with just getting some bleach in these spots so it can just kind of sit while I'm working on the other things. One thing I may do, I don't know how hard it would be to get those out, but I may at some point in the near future replace that, although probably not. I know I'm going to replace the one in my kitchen, definitely, once I can get access to water in here again. All right, so we'll let all that bleach sit for now while I work on removing things. Here we go. So the first thing I want to remove, and we're going to see, we may need a tool. Let's see how hard this is to come out. Oh, okay, well, I'm probably going to have to get some kind of a tool for that. But I know this piece can come out, so we'll take that out. And let's see, what we're going to have to do is probably, yeah, that's easy. Pop off that. There we go. And then we're going to get our drill and get these pieces off. Alrighty, let's see. We'll start with this rusty crusty and we'll see if we can get it off first. Pretty good. Let's try this one. Alrighty. Yay. One side done. We'll get that all nice and cleaned up and put some putty in there. Actually, probably caulk. Okay, let's go to this side, and here we go. Oh, there we go. I was going to say, it's always one or two. Okay. All right. There we go. So we'll get some bleach up in there. Oh, no, I might, let's see how hard this is. Okay, good. We'll pop out the light and give it a good cleaning because it's kind of gross too. So there we go. So we just need to get this unhooked so I can get it back through there and get that guy. Let's get him off. And then go. I'll set this guy right here. And on to the next step. All right, well that looks a ton better. And just so you know, I have cleaned this actually since I moved back. I just wanted to do a good cleaning. I need a little more water to rinse the bottom, so I'm gonna have to run to the neighbors. But for now, I found this out in my shed. It's not new by stretch, but I think it'll work. It still feels pretty soft in there, so we're going to go ahead and see if we can fill these holes. So do some squeezing. Oh, can she do it? Look how it's just kind of, we're just gonna kind of do a little bit at a time. Oh. Like I said, I'm trying to do this entire project without really having to buy much materials or new things. I'm trying to use up what I got. Oops, the guy fell out. Oh, he's cruising. Now it's funny, you can see how much, I mean, this is a 40-year-old RV motorhome, so it's really yellowed. You can see that it was much lighter before. Let's see if we can come over here and squeeze out some more. And then I'll just kind of push it in, and I might have to do this a couple times, but here we go. Oh, there. Oh, there. There we go. So, push those in the holes, and then we'll be ready to like that. I mean, is this going to be perfect? No. It's not supposed to be. Like I said, it's 40 years old, so we'll have to come back. We might have to fill that again, and I might do just a little light sanding just to kind of soften the ridge. But that's working pretty good on this side. A little more over here. We'll just let that sit and dry while I get back to trying to get this dang thing unhooked so I can feed it through the holder. All right, I think we got the right tool for the job. So it does feel like it's, and I think it's so funny with plumbing, because typically if you were going to the right, that would be tight, right? Righty-tighty. But it always seems like in plumbing it's backwards. All right, look at us go. We're getting it. Use my actual working hand. Alright, we're getting there. Oh, good night. Okay. Oh, this is interesting. It looks like it's actually screwing out of the faucet part. It was not my expectation. Oh, and it sure was, and that's okay. I don't care. Stick it through here. And then back down we go. That's pretty gross. Might have to do a little sticker on there. I don't know what's going on. Okay, but we're gonna go ahead, and now we're gonna go to the left. So I'm gonna have to do 2 hands for this. And ta-da! That was a little tricky to get off, and a little bit harder to get back on too, because I kept wanting to twist that, but that is totally fine. We got it through this guide, and we got it raised to a more appropriate, and it can even kind of go up a little bit if I need it. But I used one of the holes that was left from the rod hanger so that it could go in a little easier, and then just screw it in there. So I don't know why it wasn't done like this before, and I seriously don't know why they thought a rod across here. I mean, yeah, we're camping, I get it, but much better, much more usable. So one thing I'm gonna do, because these shelves are so, I mean, this one's great, and I can put 1 bottle on here, but I'm gonna get some, I think smaller pump bottles, because only one will fit. So I'm gonna put my shampoo and conditioner in there. I can go ahead and put my CeraVe body soap back there. We got the plug if, you know, ever wanted to do a bath. I mean, it would be a little bath, but it could work. Be great for the dogs once I get running water. But I'm feeling pretty good about this situation, so I might do a little cleaning on this inside and out. It does have some, you know, a little bit of water thing. So the next thing I need to go in search of is, again, I want to use this bar to hang something, and I originally said basket. Now I'm thinking a metal basket, and I did see one at Desert Industries that just didn't work for me. It had a heart on it, and if it didn't, it was a really great metal basket. And again, it's to corral this stuff and get it out of my sink. So I was thinking, well, metal might be better because, you know, again, I can just stick my hot curling iron in there. But so again, it needs to be, you know, significant. The one I was looking at was kind of long and square. So we'll see just hang it up here with the hook, and then that thing will be done. And I can scrub out my sink really good. And again, when I get water running again, then I'll be able to brush my teeth and everything with running water and not have to use the neighbor's bottled water. All right, so we're gonna have to go on a mission so we can find this piece. And I think I want to, I mean, this white towel is fine. I have a bunch of them. This is the only one that doesn't have holes in it from, again, bleaching it. They're all really for the dogs. This is the only one I've kind of rescued for myself. I would like to get something else. I'm actually almost thinking, you know, either a color in here, so it could be a gray or a cream or an orange or even this pretty blue. So I'm gonna go on the lookout for that. And again, I am trying to thrift everything. So, yep, let's see what we can find. Interesting things, not what I'm looking for. So this might work. Interesting. To hang it on by the handles. Would that work? Let's see, how much is it? 6. Okay, well, that might just work. All right, well, that was a very successful trip. I was actually down at the Lacey Goodwill because I was down for my 40th high school class reunion. So popped in there. I did pick up the basket, some gray towels, and a couple of these cute little rugs, which I'll be using temporarily because I am going to pull out the rugs starting in the bathroom area. So we're going to get started on that, and we'll figure out a way to hang this basket. Okay, well, I'm thinking since that basket has those nice little copper looking handles, I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is just hook them to here. So I just need to undo one side, get them on there, and then we'll put that back on. And I think that'll work great. Perfect. Don't have to take it all the way off. All right, so let's grab our basket. And I think this is going to be a two-handed job, so stay tuned. And easy peasy, lemon squeezy. We got ourselves a hanging basket. This is going to work perfect because, like I said, I can go ahead and put in my bathroom things. This is hilarious. This was a totally nice comb. It got what I affectionately call puppied. And I'm too cheap to buy a new one right now, so it is what it is. And hair dryer. I love that I have this space now to corral it, get it up out of the sink. Look how dirty my sink gets just from things. Life is messy. Life is dirty, especially when you live with a couple dogs. And this is the best part because I do use my curling iron on the regular when I'm, you know, gonna go somewhere, try to look halfway decent. But it's nice that, like I said, I can just stick it in here hot and the metal will, you know, be fine. So that is awesome. Now, let's clean this sink. Mucho better. Yes, it does have the stain. That will probably be a permanent thing, but my goodness, it's looking so much better here. And I got my cute little soap dispenser. I actually thrifted that when I was in Central Washington, and I just loved it. And I actually brought it back with all the stuff shoved in my car, but doesn't it just go perfect with the wallpaper? And all right, so like I said, I'm going to start back here. I am eventually going to remove all of the flooring, the carpeting, and put down vinyl, but for now I'm just going to remove in this area. One thing we learned when I was redoing the fifth wheel that James now lives in to put down vinyl flooring is that the way they make RVs is they start with the trailer, and before they put any cabinets or anything, they carpet the entire thing first. So this is going to take a little bit of work because this carpet goes all the way in every direction. So as you can see, I've got that, and it's gonna, you just got to keep cutting at it and cutting and it's not fun. It is certainly not easy. This almost feels like they've also glued it down. And of course, this is 40-year-old disgusting carpet, and it is really disgusting. I did vacuum, I don't know, a few days ago, but this is what happens when you live with dogs, and yeah, you're walking on it every day. I'm out of the way. You can see over here what it originally looked like, and for now I'm going to leave that. That's a panel to access water down there. So I'm going to actually pull this up out of the way, and we'll put it back. And again, someday when I figure out what flooring I'm going to use, I can just pull this off. Oh, look. And in fact, maybe I will just pull it off. Look at that. It just has the paneling. How weird that someone carpeted that. So we'll pull that off. That's awesome. But you can see there the carpet has gone to. So, and oh my gosh, it does feel very glued down. Like I said, I think they did things much better. My brother and his wife bought a newer RV and have had nothing but problems with it. So yeah, back in the 80s they did things a lot better. So look at this little piece of Velcro here. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get down and get to work. All right, you guys. I've been at this for about a half hour now, and holy moly, this is as far as I've gotten. This is some heavy duty, seriously quality, oh my gosh, rugs, carpet I should say. It is in there, oops, what am I doing? It is in there good. I'm just going to go to this point for the bathroom, possibly a little further. I've got the two mats, so one will definitely go in front here, and I don't know, I may just, or maybe, I don't know, I'll have to see. I like to have a mat, like obviously when I step out of the shower. Oh my gosh, I haven't even eaten. I have 3 of these box knives. I've already blown out one in my aggression, but it's just, you got to do this like a bazillion times just to get through the carpet. This is crazy. And then, yeah, it's just crazy. I'm trying to use also this flathead screwdriver to give me some leverage. Oh my gosh, but you can see how it's just underneath everything, just tight as can be. Thankfully, there's no glue. There's a little padding I'll pull up. But like I said, I got this panel kind of partially pulled up, and I just, this is gross. All right, as we move on from the lounge to the bathroom area, I just wanted to quickly share. This is my closet area, and it is really quite ample. And you'll notice I hang up everything that I can. A little pair of shorts need hung up. I keep my medications in here just simply because this stays cool. Any other cabinet is up high, and so the sun, you know, it warms it up. What I love about this is it has these little auto, so when the door is shut, it turns off, and when I open it, so auto light there. 2 nice little drawers for socks and underwear. The reason I'm hanging everything up is we did have a mouse. I think the mouse has moved on. I have not seen signs of it lately. And then the closet goes over here. And this is a really interesting little area. And I call this, you know, everybody needs a junk drawer. Well, this is kind of my junk pull-out thing. And yeah, there's lots of things in here. But again, it's got a nice place for storage. Got some extra shoe storage down there, coats, so very nice. And of course then the full-length mirror on the outside. Time for the reveal.
Oh, I ain't gonna live like this no more. Most my life been raging war. Till I found peace, I could've sworn. Oh, when I get gone, you can hear me roar. Oh, I can't live like this no more. I ain't gonna live like this no more. Hurting as bad as the years before. Living in a lie I can't. Oh, I had to cut ties to settle the score. I ain't gonna live like this no more. But I ain't gonna live like this no more. I've been drinking till my body's sore. Ain't just in bed, just sleep.
Nice and cozy. All right, so now we're on to our next part of this series, and that is the bed. You guys ready? Yeah, a little sneak peek going on back there. Got our curtains. So, thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next week. Keep looking up.
We're fine.